Hello and welcome to Quick Learn Photography, straight to the point videos that teach you everything that I've learned in over the last 10 years of professional photography. My name's James, and in this one I'm going to carry on with talking about if you're thinking of becoming a professional photographer as a job and to earn money, or even on the side, part-time, whatever it is, and just the advice and business side of it and the things that I've learned along the way over the last 10 years, the highs and the lows, and just to help people out. So in the last one I talked about the importance of having backup equipment if you're charging money, if you're going professional. If you haven't seen that one, watch this, because that's my number one priority if you're going to be professional and start charging money. The other ones I'm doing, like the one today, they're not in any particular order, but just things that I think are important. So this one, I'm going to talk about building, getting your own website. I think that's really important. It doesn't have to be that expensive as well. There's even free ones out there that you can start with. You can just build something, and you need something where people can go to see your best work. Now, you may have kind of been doing it a lot on social media, hence you're getting noticed and people are starting to offer you money for your photography, and you can hashtag it and get the right people interested in stuff. So it's like kind of like a mini website, and it definitely gets traction, or LinkedIn or anything like that. And it's good. Instagram, things like that, Facebook are really good to showcase your work. But if you're going to start getting a bit of professional, then maybe step up and get a website. Like I said, just start with a free one, or a sort of a reasonable one. Like I use Squarespace. This video isn't sponsored by Squarespace, but it doesn't cost a lot, and it's really bespoke how you want to make it yourself. That way you can showcase your work, you can categorize it, and you can have a call to action as well, like a contact page or an about me page as well. That way, if people are thinking we want to pay this person to photograph whatever it is they need, they may have seen your work and liked it, then it diverts them just to slightly sort of like, it's the next step up. It's like you're really taking it seriously now and having a website. If you're not sure like how to build a website or make one, there's so much tuition now on YouTube, or perhaps you can ask a friend or any teenager, they'll know. And yeah, that's one of my strong recommendations, is getting a website. And one of the mistakes I made years ago when I first started and I had a website is I was a little bit of a jack of all trades. I was photographing anything that came along just to get in the game, which is, you know, it was a good experience, sharpened me up and everything. But my website was a bit cluttered. It was you know, if someone said, what sort of photography do you do, mainly do, they wouldn't have known, because there was a bit of here, there and everything there. So just some of the feedback I've got over the years is to try and streamline the website into more what you do. So mine is very sort of portrait and editorial and commercial, that sort of thing, but it's kind of, people kind of get that sort of thing. And you can have lots of photos on there. I don't see a problem with that. It shows more of your work, but it sort of like shows your brand, really. So let's say you're a landscape photographer, or you do sports events, or mothers and babies, whatever it is, you want people to think, oh yeah, that's what I'm after, and your website should sort of website should sort of highlight that. Sorry, your website should show that. Don't say that when you're drunk. Oh dear. Yeah, get a website that's professional, and you can have more details. An about me page, you can even have projects pages on there as well. And a really good thing about websites, which is really, really good, if you've done any previous work for people and they're happy with your work, get testimonials, get that on your website, and it kind of validates you, puts confidence in the next client. So if someone says, oh, you know, thanks for the photos, really liked what you did, amazing, really great to work with you, you did a great job, ask them just to sort of email you that, and you can copy and paste it and put it in a testimonial. And it just gives people confidence, and you build up that more trust. And websites are great for that as well. People put that sort of stuff on social media, which is fine. Again, it's a great testimonial. But if you can have an actual bit there, wherever you put the website, on the website, that really validates you as well. So testimonials are gold, absolutely gold. So that really is good. So yeah, just my first bit of advice, get a website, and really it just sort of makes you look a bit professional. So I hope this helps when it comes to setting up with your own photography. Now, if you want to have some one-to-one coaching at all, if there's something specific you want to know about, anything that I could help with regarding photography, then get in touch down below. We can have a discovery call, see what your photography needs are, and we can go from there and perhaps book a session where I can help you one-to-one live online. So if that's you think that'll be benefit to you, then get in touch. So I hope this video helps, and if you haven't got a website, start looking into it. There's so much content out there. Even you could ask ChatGPT, what's the best way to build a website, or how do I manage this website? And then just get started with something basic to start with, and then that validates you more. You're really taking it seriously now. You're taking it to the next step. So, and get those testimonials, they're vital. So I hope this video helped.